everyone, welcome and welcome you all to my channel. So for today we are going to be making a simple video on how to cut IRO and BUBA. So IRO and BUBA is a traditional wear or traditional outfit for the western region in Nigeria, okay, known as the Yorubas. So IRO and BUBA simply means a top, a free top on a wrapper. So when you want to take the measurements for the top, you take it from this middle bone to where you want the sleeve to get up to. However, it could either be short or long. It depends. For the short one, it's being called oleku, and for the long one, it's being called your normal IRO and BUBA. So you place your tape measure like this to determine the length where you want the sleeve to be. So from today's video, I'm going to make use of the short one, and also for the length is always very long because you're going to tie a wrapper on it. So the wrapper is known as the IRO, while the top is known as the BUBA. If this is your first time of coming to my channel, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe. So for the IRO, for the wrapper, basically all you have to do is to open up your fabric. Like this, okay? Now depends on the length of the customer or the individual you are working with. So the length of the customer will determine the length you are going to use for your IRO. Now for the wideness, basically for medium or people around 30 to 40, like hip. People that have hip around 30 to 40s, make use of 2 yards and 14 inches. 2 yards and 14 inches. So while for those that are on the high side, they make use of 2 yards 18 inches. However, the bigger the client, the more you increase your number of inches. So for somebody like me, I'm like, let's say size 6 to size 8, so I can make use of 2 yards or 2 yards 14 inches to be on a safer side. And for somebody that is big, like 40, their hip measurement is around 40, 48, they can make use of 2 yards 18 inches. So when their hip measurement increases to like 50, you can make use of 2 yards 20 inches. And so for those that are extra large, you also have to increase the measurement. But the basic and the standard measurement is 2 yards 14 inches for small and medium, and for the big size 2 yards 18 inches. However, you can increase it based on the customer's size. So I hope you guys understand that about the wrapper known as the IRO. There's nothing so special. So where we have the major task now is the BUBA and the top, okay? So now let's move to the fabric. So this is the fabric. So what you have to do when you are folding the fabric is you fold it like making use of the closed edges, because basically there's not going to be joining at the shoulder level, okay? So you fold it, make sure you are making use of the closed part, and then you fold it into 4, okay? So now for the neckline, basically you make use of 3 inches by 3 inches. But for those people that are on the big side, you can make use of 3 inches by 4 inches. But for the medium and the small, you make use of 3 inches by 3 inches. And so for the big size, you make use of 3 inches by 4 inches, okay? Now, after this, the next thing you have to take note of is the length that you want, okay? Don't forget that our shoulder measurement, I explained how you are going to mark your shoulder. So for my shoulder measurement, I have 17 inches. I said it's going to come from the center line to this point because I want mine to be a short sleeve. So that is it for this upper part. And so for the body measurement, you are going to make use of the biggest body measurement to determine how big you want this aspect to be, how fat you want this aspect to be, basically. Now for somebody that the bust is big, you make use of the bust measurement to determine this to determine the body circumference. And for those people that have a bigger tummy, you make use of the tummy for the body circumference. Note that it is not a fitted top. It's not a fitted top, okay? So you have So for the body circumference, for my bust measurement is 36 inches. So 36 plus 6 divided by 4, okay, because it's a very free top. That's why I'm adding the 6 inches. However, if you want it to be very big, you make use of plus 8 inches. But you know, we don't want it to be very, very big, so let's just make use of 6 inches. So 36 plus 6 divided by 4. You know the reason why we're dividing it by 4, right? Because our fabric is folded into 4. However, if you are dealing with, let's say, the mummies or those on the big side, you can make use of plus 7 or plus 8 inches. But the standard is between 6 to 8 inches. So for me, 36 plus 6 divided by 4, I have 10.5 inches. So I'm going to mark my 10.5 inches. Basically, let's say plus my sewing allowance, 12 inches. Or let me make use of 11 and a half. I don't want it to be too big. 11 and a half inches. Now, look at what I did. This 11 and a half inches is what you are going to take all the way down. In the case of boo-boo, you're not bringing out any shape. There is no curve or shape. Just make use of your biggest measurement plus your 6 inches divided by 4. So we cut 11 and a half all the way down. Okay, it is very simple. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please kindly do so. And don't forget your top length. So for my top length, I'm going to make use of 22 inches. Don't forget I said the top length is always very long because you are tying a wrapper on it. And you also add your sewing allowance to it. So basically, this is what we are going to have. This is what we are going to have. Your round neckline and your bust measurements all the way. Your bust measurements all the way down. So I'll cut it out and show you guys how to cut the sleeve. So for the sleeve, this is the top. Don't forget to notch this part of the top because it's going to enable you to know where you are going to fix in your sleeve. So for the sleeve, you also fold your sleeve into 4. Now your sleeve measurement, do the same thing. Your sleeve measurement plus 6 divided by 2. Why are we dividing by 2? Because we are dividing by 2 because for sleeve you divide your sleeve by 2. However, we are adding the 6 inches because it's also very free. So for the sleeve does not have any shape or curve or whatever. It's always like 4 corner. So this is where I have my measurement, just straight like this, and then you notch the middle part. So you just cut it out straight like a 4 corner. You're not getting any block for it. Okay. So what you have to do now is to notch like where your sleeve is going to be. So now I'm going to open this up and show you guys the 2 pieces we have. So after cutting it out, we are going to notch this point. So we have this notched point for the sleeve, and we also have this notch point for the top. So basically, to sew this is very easy. So now let's move to the sewing room. Let me show you guys how to couple this together. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Give this video a thumbs up. So guys, this is it. So the first thing we have to do is to hem our neckline. Okay, so I'm going to make use of bias to hem the neckline. So what you just have to do is just to sew the neckline and turn it in. Okay, just like turn up the neck. So after doing that, I'm going to show you guys what next you have to do. So after turning the neck, this is what you are going to have for the neck. So the next thing you have to do is to notch. Don't forget that we notched this point while we were cutting. And also for the sleeve, we also notched this. So what you are going to do now is place this part you notched on the sleeve to the part you notched on the top. Okay, and so when you place the 2 notch points together, so what you have to do now is to sew it all the way down. So after sewing it, I'll show you guys what next you have to do. So after sewing it, this is what you are going to have. So the next thing you have to do now, don't forget that it's a free top. Okay, so the top is always free, so you don't need to check out the basic measurement, the basic round sleeve for it. Okay, so you sew it all the way down and you leave about 5 inches for the slit. It usually have a slit at the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew it all the way down close up the sleeve and show you guys what it looks like. So after sewing it, you can see it. You just sew it, then you leave for your sleeve. So after doing that, so this is what we are going to have. You can see it is very simple. If you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please do so. Let me put it on the mannequin and show you guys properly. This is what you are going to have. You can see that the shoulder didn't stay on this point, but it fell down to this point because we made use of our bust measurements. So thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe.